Do me a favor and watch this video.
I believe in the non-binary God, whose pronouns are plural. I believe in Jesus Christ, their child, who wore a fabulous tunic and had 2 dads.
Let me preface everything that I'm about to say by saying I am not religious. However, when I watch a video like that, it's hard to not become angry or at the very least frustrated. Because a reverend minister like this is really just spitting in the face of tradition. And that's a really negative thing, because in order for society to work together, to function at a very basic level, you have to adhere to a certain level of traditionalism. Now, can you go too far and become something akin to the Westboro Baptist Church? Yes, absolutely. I'm a big believer in the idea that you need to marry traditionalism with a certain level of progressivism. And right there in the middle is the sweet spot in which society can really flourish. But rejecting traditionalism, and especially when it comes to religion, throwing the baby out with the bathwater, becoming inclusive to everyone, bastardizes religion to a degree that religion no longer means anything to anyone. And whether you like it or not, the spinal cord of the West is Judeo-Christianity. And when you rip that spinal cord out and leave a vacuum of nothingness in its place, without any sort of action plan, what will fill that vacuum is something incomprehensibly terrifying that none of us are going to be able to imagine.
Bit Bible, the app that makes you read one Bible verse every time you turn on your lock screen. Let's look at the honest reviews from users and see.
Do me a favor and watch this video.
I believe in the non-binary God, whose pronouns are plural. I believe in Jesus Christ, their child, who wore a fabulous tunic and had 2 dads.
Let me preface everything that I'm about to say by
Shalom Akim, Kohalayim Ra Yahaba Shem Yahshua Bashim Rakal Kodash, and double honors to the great Muslim apostles as well. Thadi Yahshua for giving me the strength in order to make this video. This was gonna be a quick video, but obviously you could already see the message, man. You could see you could even hear the echoes when the folly was happening, man. That's why Christianity right now is just a darn joke, as the video is called. It says Christianity has become a joke, man. It's become a darn joke. Let me play this part.
Do me a favor and watch this video.
I believe in the non-binary God, whose pronouns are plural. I believe in Jesus Christ, their child, who wore a fabulous tunic and had 2 dads.
Let me preface everything that I'm...
Even prior to this confusion, it was still nonsense anyways. Because we know, Jesus Christ ain't Yahushua's name. Jesus Christ ain't the name of the Messiah. Of course, he wasn't a so-called white man. He was a so-called black man from the tribe of Yehuda, which is Judah in the ancient Hebrew. And of course, reference to his appearance is Revelation 1 verse 14 to 15. And so that disproves that part. And obviously, this nonsense about a non-binary God, the Messiah is a masculine spirit, man. And again, if you watch the Back to the Basics video, going back to, I think, Daniel 7 verse 9 and also Revelation 4 verse 3. Revelation 4 verse 3 talks about his appearance compared to jasper and sardine stone. So, of course, that already throws out of the... That already knocks out that argument of him, of the folly that they're preaching.
About to say by saying I am not religious. However, when I watch this video, do me a favor and watch this video.
I believe in the non-binary God, whose
That part is already disproven.
pronouns are plural. I believe in Jesus Christ, their child.
Again, that's folly. Again, his name is not Jesus Christ. It's Yahushua in the ancient Hebrew, which means he delivers.
Who wore a fabulous tunic and had 2 dads.
Let me preface...
Yeah, it's just further folly and confusion, man. That's what it is. It's further folly and confusion. Folly referring to foolishness. Because of the fact that, obviously, as I said, prior to this confusion, it was still nonsense. But this is just adding iniquity upon iniquity. Wickedness upon wickedness.
Everything that I'm about to say by saying...
But yeah, man. Let me get some... What's it called? Iniquity shall abound. Right. It might be in the Apocrypha as well. But yeah, man, of course, in the latter times, this is where wickedness would increase. So let me get... trying to think of the preset I should get. Yeah, Salakia. Yeah, Khan Salakia. Yeah, it's recording now. So, Psalms 5 verse 4. For thou art not a God that hath pleasure in wickedness, neither shall evil dwell with thee. So, of course, in Yahweh ain't with the wickedness that Esau's pushing, man. Again, it talks about man shall not lie with mankind. Same way women should not lie with womankind. Let's see. Abomination. Should be in Leviticus somewhere. Yeah, so okay. I know it's here. Yeah, it's right there. So Leviticus chapter 18, verse 22. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is an abomination. So of course, when they said about the two dads nonsense.
Do me a favor and watch this video.
I believe in the non-binary God, whose pronouns are plural. I believe in Jesus Christ, their child, who wore a fabulous tunic and had two dads.
Let me preface everything.
That's the folly right there. But that part right there, that's an abomination unto the Most High, man. And as it says in the previous, I think it was either Psalms 5 verse 4. Let me try to get. Yeah, Psalms 5 verse 4 right here. That the Most High doesn't take pleasure in wickedness, man. Neither shall evil dwell with thee. So the point is, the Most High is not down with this agenda of the alphabet community or rainbow community, which really they've defiled what the original purpose of it was for. It's really a reminder that the Most High would have flooded the earth again, man. So the point being is, the Most High is down with their nonsense, man. He is not down with their nonsense. So again, precepts pertaining to the appearance of the Most High, precepts also referring to the appearance of Yahweh Shai, were mentioned in the beginning, Revelation 1 verse 14 to 15, Daniel 7 verse 9, Revelation 4 verse 3, and what was the other one? I think Daniel 10 verse 6 is probably one as well, pertaining to Yahweh Shai, or either the Ancient of Days. But yeah, that's out of the way, but the Most High is not down with this, man. This is why Esau's got to go. He's going to be that stubble very soon. And all this confusion is going to be done away with. You see, as it says here, man, Edom, that's referring to the so-called white people, Edomites. They will be humbled. Now, where is the key scripture that I was going to get? Esau's doing all sorts of things, man, to divert the minds of people. And he actually heard the followers of the folly. The followers of folly, imagine. You might as well call them that, the followers of folly. You actually heard their voices in the background, man. There's a flipping church service where you have to repeat what the so-called priest is. And speaking of the priest is a woman, man. A woman that isn't supposed to be preaching. I don't. But before I get that, let me get this. Yeah. Let me read this first. So Obadiah 1 verse 8. Shall I not in that day, which is this verse, shall I not in that day, saith the Lord Yahweh, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and the understanding out of the mouth of Esau? Esau thinking is so smart, trying to divert minds into this nonsense, man. There will be a time in which all of that is going to be cleared up, man. After those nuclear missiles land, everything's cleaned. Everything is cleaned. No more false doctrines, no more idols. Esau's just created another flipping idol anyways. Let's get that first before we then get the one about the woman prophetess or pre-woman priest, which is obviously in disagreement with the Most High, man. It's contrary unto what he wanted. The gods of the heathens are idols. Gods, idols. No, it's in Psalms. So Psalms 96 verse 5. For all the gods of the nations are idols, but the Lord Yahweh made the heavens. So all the so-called gods always they think they're worshipping. They just create a new one in this flipping year. I don't know when that video was made, but obviously this guy, don't really watch him, but it came on my recommended. I mean, it's pretty much recent, man. All this new age religion bullshit nonsense. It's all just confusion to try and divert people's minds. The ones of which are not grounded in this truth are going to get swayed to that. The ones that are not, even if they're grounded in folly, which is really, Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, Hinduism, all that nonsense. The thing is, they're still in idol worship, man. Because if you ain't worshipping Yahweh, Yahweh and Yahweh, then you're pretty much like a feather in the wind, man. You're going to be destroyed and your mind's going to be gone. So that's the point right there, man. That is literally it. So pertaining to the woman not teaching, a cause not a woman. This is why women aren't supposed to prophesy and preach, man. Look at the folly that's happening. Even if it was a man, doing it, the point is it was still pertaining to an idol, man, because it was just foolishness that was coming out of her mouth. And even if it was a man, it would still be foolishness anyways. But the point is, a woman ain't supposed to preach. Cause not. I think it should be. Let's try to get this. Probably 2 Timothy 2. 2 Timothy 2. I know it's here, so I know it should be here. Where? Either that or it's Titus 2. Cause not a woman to teach, something along those lines. I might have to get Titus 2 then. I might just have to get Titus 2, yeah. No. Okay, usurp authority. Yeah, so lock your let me just try to get this. Yeah, what? Man, I gotta just try and slow down sometimes. But it wasn't even in 2 Timothy, it was in 1 Timothy. Should have tried that. But yeah, 1 Timothy 2 verse 12, but I suffer not a woman to, which suffer means to allow, so, but I allow not. So the Most High doesn't allow. But I suffer not, allow not a woman to teach, nor usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. And of course, that's just the role that the Most High has assigned upon the woman, man. The woman is not supposed to be preaching out there.
Let me preface. Me a favor and watch this video.
Yeah, this one right here. She ain't supposed to be doing nothing. She's supposed to be in silence and listening. And even though, the whole nation of Esau, Edom, they're in a very, very, I don't even know how to describe them, man. Either a confused state or in a very, really it just goes back to wickedness, man. They're in a very wicked state. Yeah, that's really what it goes back to. They're in a very, wicked state and rebellious unto the Most High, rebellious against the Most High, man. So again, 1 Timothy 2 verse 12, but I suffer not a woman to teach, nor usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. And she's got to be learning, man. And that's really what you got to be doing. You got to be learning under whatever man that you got, who you can learn from. And then, you know, that's the way the Most High ordained it, man. But anyways, this one's supposed to be a quick video anyway, so, you know, y'all brushing me, shout as well, you're edified. And, yeah, man, shalom up, man. Yeah, call Halalim Ra, Yahal Bashim Yahshai, Bashim Rahakudash. And double honors to the great Muslim apostles as well, Thade Yahal, Thade Yahushai, for the strength once more to make this video. Come on.
Do me a favor and watch this video.
I believe in the non-binary God, whose pronouns are plural. I believe in Jesus Christ, their child, who wore a fabulous tunic and had 2 dads.
Let me preface everything that I'm about to say by saying I am not religious. However, when I watch a video like that, it's hard to not become angry or at the very least frustrated.
Yeah, man. It's all wickedness. It's all wickedness. But anyway, shalom, okay, shalom.